Hey guys, this is Natanya Pollard. I'm your host again for the G.L.A.M 3117. It has been a while, but I am officially back. Um, all has been great on my long, I guess, sabbatical hiatus, whatever you want to call it, but I am back and I'm just coming on real quick to do a chit chat while I unwind and oil my scalp, which is much needed. Um, we have been, of course, in the winter months and my scalp has been a little bit itchy from time to time, and I think it's just because of the weather elements. Your scalp gets and your skin actually gets drier in the winter months. So I said, well, why not? I'm going to be oiling my scalp tonight anyway, but I decided to do it earlier and show you guys how I do it. Now, I still use hair greases, but today I'm going to be using Raw Shea Butter by the SheaMoisture. I picked this up in Walgreens. They had it on a great deal. I got it for $3.99 and I had some coupons. So I swiped like the last three products off the shelf. And it's just a basic shea butter. I happen to, after being that I bought it for that price, I was just like, oh, okay. But I actually like the shea butter. I'm not giving up solely on hair greases, but I actually do like the shea butter and how it's been working wonders in my hair. As you all see, I have already used the product significantly. Not only do I use it on my hair, I use it on my skin, and it just been giving my hair wonders. So I basically had the hair net on, and I'm just going to pretty much be starting in sections. And I have a comb that I'm going to be using, and I already put a little bit of product on the comb, but I'm going to use that to scrape it out so when I get up under my fingernails and just oil my scalp. So how have you all been? I have been great. My son now has graduated high school. He is going in his second semester here at the University of South Carolina. And I'm just super excited for all the things that God is doing in his life. So I give God glory for that. And I have my daughter, which you all have seen on some of my videos. She will be graduating from high school as well this year. So super excited about that. She's also going to be going to the University of South Carolina. She is going to be a business major. So again, I just glorify God for all the things that he has done. And guess what, guys? My son has a full ride at the university, all academics. So again, I just thank God that as we have transitioned into this new phase of our lives, I just thank God that God has made provision. I have homeschooled for the entire 12 years that I been educating them, and it has been very, very, very rewarding. And I'm just taking out some of the shed hair as I'm oiling my scalp and my hair. I'm just applying a generous amount on the sections and in my hair. And so back to my homeschooling. We've been homeschooling for the past 12 years, and it's winding up. And for me, it's been rather emotional because I've been so used to having them around. And now that they're transitioning into another phase of life, I won't say that I'm scared, but I miss my babies, y'all. I do. I miss my son tremendously. And he doesn't stay on campus or anything, he commutes back and forth. Um, that's also helped us financially with covering some of the costs. I've had people tell me, oh, you are holding on so much, you need to let him go. But for me, I just want to keep him around me as long as possible and still steer and guide him in the right direction. And he's actually loving it too. He actually is loving the little bit of freedom, but when it's time to come home, he's just like, Mama, I'm so happy that I'm able to come home. But I want to encourage you guys in the midst of, schooling and everything, just just be that advocate for them. Be that place where they can run and be run whenever they're feeling the pressures of life from their peers, um, from even the administration at some of these schools themselves. Be that place where they can come and talk to you about anything. So that's how life has been going for me, just transitioning from leaving homeschool mode to a mode where I'm still very active in their education, but I'm taking a step back because they are going to the university. So as I'm unoiling my hair and my scalp, I'm just applying some oil directly, well, correction, the shea butter directly on the ends of my hair. And the reason being, because I do like to wear my hair down. And when I have it on the collars and the sweaters, sometimes it creates those knots. And the friction that comes with it just rubbing on your collar and stuff. So I'm just being extra attentive to the ends of my hair while I just apply the shea butter at the end, so I'll be able to um, moisturize those ends and create that less of the traction. So that's where we're at with that. And I do recommend that you do have some type of scalp oiling regimen, whether you use the hair greases or you use the shea butters or even the natural oils. To me, it just serves a excellent purpose on conditioning the hair, strengthening the hair, and also I think it aids in the length retention as well. So I'm just taking some. I have my rat tail comb that I use to scoop the product out with, and I'm just melting the butter directly in my hand and just finding a section and just going through and just putting it on the section and just working some of the product in on the ends. And again, I have found that this has been really helpful, especially being that I wear the beanies and stuff with we wearing the uniform. This has helped aid in the moisture retention of my hair. And the crown and in the back of my hair is kind of like the difficult spots. I have those areas where sometimes it can be very, very stubborn for is retaining the moisture. Like I stated before, and I'm going to state it again, in order for your hair to thrive, it has to retain the moisture, especially being that it is natural if you are a natural hair glam. Without moisture, your hair will break, it will become brittle, and your hair will not thrive. So that's my tip right there. Products, yes, I think can aid in the hair growth and the whatever, but just remember when we were coming up, you guys, we had grease and water and our hair was down our backs. We didn't have all these different products on the market. And I'm not knocking the products on the market. Some products are very good, but we were just very basic in how we cared for our hair. And then we went into the relaxing era where, we relaxed our hair and put all the chemicals in it. Every 12 weeks, we were practically cooking the scalp. And hindsight 2020, we've seen that that was not the best thing to do. So now we're, in a sense, reverting back to the natural state. But overall, what I have found for my hair to thrive over the years with it being natural is just maintain the moisture content in the hair. So I'm pretty much halfway done, and I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. And the difficult areas, like I had a difficult area back in here. If you all remember some of my old videos, back up in here, it was very brittle and short. And now I just give God glory first and foremost on how my hair has thrived. And that's just me coming in and giving a little tender, loving attention and care to it, because hair requires attention. It requires that TLC. And I'm just oiling the ends because the ends are the oldest part of your hair, guys, and definitely needs attention in order for it to retain the length. So you got to definitely pay attention to those ends. And the best part about that I like doing this is I'm able to just lightly detangle my hair as needed because I don't detangle every single day. I don't detangle every single day. What are some products that you all use on your hair that has aided in it being uh, full, a lot of body, a lot of length? Share some of your tips below. And also to remember, I think genetics also plays a part as well. Sometimes I think we have these unrealistic expectations. So look at the genetic makeup as well. If the hair in your family is not long, or it's thin, or you may have people that may suffer from the alopecia, take all those considerations in effect as well. Now, we do walk by faith, not by sight, but I state that to say that we also just gotta be mindful of, our makeup and genetics. So I'm pretty much done here. Just going in softly detangling the hair, and I'm just getting any loose strands. I'm not tugging a whole lot. I'm going down the hair shaft with the shea butter, and I'm paying attention closely to the ends, because the ends are the oldest part of the hair. And I don't do a whole lot with my hair, you guys. I've been in corrections for the past almost 16 years, and for me, this just works right here. Just leaving my hair natural. I don't do the braids because my hair is so soft that the braids just slide right out. But I am officially back. Thank you all for continuing to stay subscribed to my channel. That really does mean a lot to me. The fact that you do take the time to subscribe, which is just a click of a button, but also to not unsubscribe and still follow me since since I've had this channel in 2017. So the best is yet to come, not just for me, but for you as well. I know we're in a time this year with our election. I don't too much like to get into politics, but I will say this: just continue to look to the hills from which cometh your help. Know that all of your help comes from the Lord. Many times we put so much dependency on people. And I think this is a time in our lives that we really got to look unto Him and continue to look to Him, because men will fail you. Men will fail you. The last administration failed us on some points, and this administration that's here now will fail us on points as well. So we have to continue to look to the hills from which cometh our help, and all our help comes from the Lord. So thank you guys for going live with me briefly as I just unwind, grease my hair and my scalp while I get ready for tomorrow's business, if the Lord says the same. And until next time, guys, you all be blessed and be glamorous.